Mary accidentally finds out the shirt she just washed for her boyfriend is being worn by a factory intern. Hearing the envy from the workers around her, Mary feels a sharp pain in her heart. All these years her boyfriend, the factory manager, using the rule of no dating inside the factory, has refused to go public with their relationship, and to avoid suspicion, he actively keeps his distance from Mary. Over time, the other workers assume Mary is just the manager's doormat, and the intern, as soon as she arrives, sees Mary as her rival, and does everything to get close to the manager. But this time, faced with the intern's advances, her boyfriend, who always led by example, doesn't reject her. Instead, he enjoys it. Mary is tired of the endless waiting. After thinking it over, she decides to quit and go home for an arranged marriage. Her supervisor is sorry to see her go, because Mary is a key technical worker. In 3 days she is supposed to represent the factory at the national skills competition. If Mary quits, it would be a huge loss for the factory. But despite the supervisoress, Mary has made up her mind. The supervisor has no choice but to sign the approval. Just as Mary is about to pack up and go home, she turns around and bumps into her boyfriend. He sees the resignation letter on the floor and gets furious. The competition starts in 3 days. Her quitting now is just making him look bad, he says, and tears up the letter on the spot, warning Mary she can't leave without his permission. Mary thinks about their years together and decides to help him one last time. Then the intern brings Mary the train ticket for the competition. Mary reaches out to take it, but the intern drops the ticket on the ground on purpose. The intern knows the manager has her back, so she doesn't respect Mary at all. Mary can't take it anymore. She shoves the intern hard, warning her not to mess with her, or else. But the intern plays the victim and runs to complain to the boyfriend. Then in anger, he issues a notice in the factory's name, saying Mary disobeyed rules, so her monthly bonus is deducted. And as compensation for the intern, the factory gives Mary's bonus to the intern. Mary is completely heartbroken. She never thought 7 years together would mean less than one wine from the intern. Then it starts pouring rain. Mary doesn't know what to do. Her boyfriend's car appears in the distance, but before she can get close, he holds an umbrella, looking all concerned, and helps the intern into the car. As he leaves, he doesn't even glance at Mary. With her heart dead, she calls her mom, agreeing to go back in 3 days for the family arranged marriage. Mary walks home in the rain. That night she gets a high fever, but to not miss the competition, she forces herself to go to the station the next day. Her boyfriend's first words to her aren't concern, but blame. Why aren't you taking care of yourself? If you mess up the competition, how will I explain to the shareholders? Mary doesn't bother to respond. She just gets on the train without a word to get close to the boyfriend. The intern books them first-class seats, but Mary gets a standing ticket. Mary already has a high fever. After standing for a few hours, she passes out. When she opens her eyes again, she is in a hospital. Mary thought her boyfriend brought her here, but the nurse's words quickly shatter that thought. You mean when Fian, your factory manager, he didn't bring you? He's busy in the next room, taking care of an intern from your factory. Then Mary's mom calls, hearing that Mary is in Yangchang. Her mom books her a flight home for that same day. Mary is about to refuse when her boyfriend shows up at her room. Seeing her pale face, he feels a little guilty. Then, the intern walks in. He sees her and switches back to his business mode. Says the factory on humanitarian grounds will make an exception and cover all of Mary's medical bills. But to be fair, it's not really the factory's fault. Mary shouldn't have been wandering around instead of sitting. Seat, I had a standing ticket. Standing ticket. Standing. Only when he sees her ticket info does he realize Mary had a standing ticket. He immediately asks the intern, what's going on? The intern hears this and lies. The computer assigned tickets randomly. Maybe Mary just got unlucky. Faced with such a weak excuse, her boyfriend actually believes it and transfers 20,000 to the intern, telling her to book a hotel now. Don't let anything delay tomorrow's competition. Mary can't help but laugh bitterly. All these years, he always said the factory was short on cash. Every time Mary traveled, she could only stay in cheap motels, but as soon as the intern came, he upgrades to a 5-star hotel. You would think the intern was the one competing. That afternoon, Mary arrives at the hotel he booked. She sorts out his luggage, separating it, planning to fly home tonight. Then her boyfriend sends her a transfer, $5,000. That money was the bonus the factory took from Mary to make sure she competes tomorrow. He gives it back to her, hoping she won't let the factory down, but Mary sees it and returns the money without a second thought. I'm done. I'm breaking up with you.